get it. We're obviously gonna do Red's video first. So let's jump into Red's video. Hang on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here we are. Yeah. All right. So it looks like it's about Iron Mouse. So I'm guessing this is all about well, Zeb, it looks like Rab's video is gonna delve more into everything going on with Iron Mouse. So but there may be something in here that we may want to see. Oh, check the DM. Okay, hang on. Let me look. Hang on. Oh yeah. Like I saw that earlier. I did. I saw I think he commented. I think he made that comment on my tweet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rev made that comment on my tweet. And right. Yeah, so oh yeah, that's honestly. I've kind of been keeping track a bit all day, so I definitely did see that one. Plus, I follow Rev, so when he tweeted, it popped up in my feed. Yeah, and Yard Dog, I follow him back. Hi, chat. Let's jump into this. This is like expanding more on what I was talking about with Iron Mouse earlier today. How she's been getting a lot of shit for her interaction at the Streamer Awards. So let's dive right in, shall we?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So yes, another day, another round of drama involving the Streamer Awards, and Pippa has the
Oh yeah, mods, could you please change the stream category? Please. Thank you.
right idea where she is muting certain words like PTuber, Burnt Peanut, Streamer Awards, and Iron Mouse because all of those things are related to today's drama. Now, for those who are not aware of this completely ridiculous and stupid award ceremony, the best VTuber award went to the Burnt Peanuts, who is an individual who has made it very clear he doesn't want to identify as a VTuber. He doesn't like VTubing culture, so on and so forth. And in response...
And I will say that the way Peanut has behaved since the Streamer Awards, he's pretty much taking all the goodwill that VTubers were trying to offer him and just shitting all over it. Because there were plenty of VTubers. Off the top of my head, I know Mousy and Alana both congratulated Peanut on Twitter. And like other big VTubers too were congratulating him and basically trying to like back him up and say, no, look guys, leave him alone. He's a VTuber, stop, leave him alone. And he basically took all of that goodwill that was being offered to him and just kind of like shit all over it. So basically the hand that was extended to him by the VTubing community, he basically just kind of gave him the middle finger on it. And so he's kind of basically, he's burning all the goodwill that people have been trying to give him from VTubers. Like, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, I said on stream, he is a he's got an avatar. He's, I'm okay with him being classified as a VTuber for the sake of the Streamer Awards. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt too. And he's just taking all that will and just basically going, fuck you all. And so he's burned all that goodwill. And like people have been, he's become the best example of why VTubing should be gatekept. Like I've tried to say VTubing should not be gatekept. I've said it on stream that I don't think VTubing should be gatekept. I don't think that we should be, who the hell is any one individual VTuber to say who is or is not a VTuber and that it should be gatekept? Unfortunately, people like Peanut are basically proving that maybe that line of thinking might not be correct. Well, Revan, it's part of that is like he's got to own some of that. People did attack him for no good reason. Don't dispute that. Regardless of anything, people did attack him, but at the same time, he facilitated his nomination out of spite. He literally did it to piss off the VTubing community. And there were VTubers, big VTubers, that tried to basically go, okay, he's like kind of doing it for the wrong reasons, but you know what? We're gonna welcome him in. We're gonna show him that the VTubing community is a welcoming one. And all he's done is shit all over everybody. And he's like, he's making, he's basically kind of making the case for why VTubing should be gatekept. Now, I'm not in the camp yet of that I think VTubing should be gatekept. I'm not in that camp yet, but I can fully admit that he is making the case for why it should be with the way he's handled this entire thing. It's like he's been disgusting this whole time. He's become like and he is the reason why there's been such a dramatic rise in VTuber hatred. Him and Shroud and XQC are a big reason why there's such a rise in VTuber hate. And it's because of the streamer words too. We can't leave that out. The streamer words are also a big proponent for, like, all of this just came together to just create a massive shitstorm against the VTubing community. And yeah, you're right, Autopsy. Like, he did not tell his community, like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Don't be going after VTubers, especially when some of these VTubers, like, tried to welcome him in, and he didn't try to lock it down. And that's on him. That's absolutely on him.
To some of the criticism of people saying, hey, maybe this guy's not the best representative of what VTubers are. A lot of people have been sharing some very nice responses like this, saying kill all VTubers, murder VTubers with circular saws
Jesus
and such.
Fuck. Yeah, I saw one. Yeah, Crier Rope. I saw one that said all VTubers should be put into concentration camps. Like, there has been some absolutely disgusting shit that is, granted, it's Twitter. So Twitter is full of, like, insane brain rot to begin with. But there's been some absolutely insane shit being said about VTubers writ large now. Like, there are people that literally want VTubers to die. Why? Because they're insane people. They're terminally online, insane people that need to get checked. And also the fact that there's no consequences on Twitter. They can say literally anything they want on Twitter, and they get no consequences. That's why they say absolutely insane shit. And some streamers basically, like, throw gasoline on the fire. They flat out do. They're Peanut, Shroud, XQC, they're all throwing gasoline on the fire on this.
Cry or Rope, your choice, and a whole bunch of people seething and acting ridiculous. But Iron Mouse, of all people involved in the scenario, who was also a nominee for Best VTuber in the same awards ceremony, has been trying to play nice. She made this tweet in response to the results, saying, "Me cringing at all the people mad that Peanut won. Every VTuber in that category deserved to be there. In fact," in response to a post sharing a clip from Jinx, who crashed his stream because he was cringing so hard at her performance at that award ceremony, she tried to act like it's a big joke. But really, here's the thing.
Yeah, and with this particular incident right here, this is especially egregious because Mousy is a very accomplished singer. A very accomplished singer. She is a trained operatic singer. And she has a fantastic singing voice. And him doing this cringe thing and fake crashing his screen so he wouldn't have to watch her, that's not disrespecting Iron Mouse as a VTuber. That's disrespecting her as a singer. As a very talented singer. And that's just pathetic. Like, Jinxie, you are pathetic. Like, you may, like, okay, maybe you don't like VTubers. Fine, what the fuck ever. but you're disrespecting Mousie's incredible singing talent. And there's no one that can deny that she does have an incredible talent for singing, both conventionally and operatically. And him doing this just shows what kind of a scumbag he is.
Okay.
And Cave Spider, thank you so much for the tier 3. Thank you.
Try to act like it's a big joke, but really, here's the thing, okay? My post on Twitter is my true thoughts, where I think it's cringe if people are like literally crashing out and being like ridiculously angry at the results of this best VTuber award, but I also think it's cringe that people are bootlicking the same communities that absolutely hate them. Okay, hate is not even enough. Okay, they're literally wishing death upon VTubers, including Iron Mouse, who's trying to play nice with these people, but you should have known something was wrong right from the jump when the person announcing this award, this is how they introduced the category.
Oh yeah.
Hey
this
guys.
Bitch.
I'm super excited to present this next award. Uwu. The 5 VTubers in this category worked hard at mastering peak kawaii and ada aura farming. Here are the nominees for Best VTuber.
She did not want to be there. This is the attitude of someone who was forced to do this against their will. She did not want to do this. And Kiwi probably told her, no, you got to do it. And so she came out here and gave this little fucking performance. Not Tom, she despise, you can tell. She despises VTubers. And the fact that she was forced to do this, it shows. It shows that she hates and despises VTubers and would have rather been anywhere else but there. Great fucking job, cutie. For basically for the one category that you picked you picked one person out of your little LA circle jerk that hates VTubers and decided to have her present the award for VTubers. Because I didn't watch the Streamer Awards, obviously. I will guarantee you, the VTuber award was the only award out of this entire show that got this treatment. I will guarantee you, out of every single award presented, the VTuber award was the only one that got the treatment of someone coming up to present the award that not only doesn't give a fuck and wants to be anywhere but there, but has verbal, you can hear the contempt in her voice for the very nominees that she is presenting for. VTubers were probably the only ones that got this kind of treatment. And it's the LA streamers. It's fucking the LA streamers.
So basically, here's the thing, right? It's okay to think that people are cringe for crashing out over these awards.
Duran, what did we ever do to them? We existed. And we're taking their views away. And they're jealous as fuck. That's why. That is why they hate us so much. And yes, he's done the glasses on top of the head thing. Sorry, I'm rolling on this. The glasses are sideways on this. VTubers, because VTubers become so popular and have taken
VTuber pussy is the
so
best
much
pussy because it never gets old.
There is that, 100%. But they're jealous because we're taking viewers away from the LA streamers. Because unlike the LA streamers, unlike a lot of the Facecam streamers, we can't just sit here and look pretty. We actually need to entertain, and the majority of VTubers have personality and can entertain through sheer personality alone. And they're jealous as fuck about it. That is what it really boils down to, is jealousy. They're jealous that with an animated avatar, where we don't have to do any makeup or dress up, like I can just sit here in my pajamas if I want, and I have a pretty avatar on screen, but my personality brings people in. If I just had this avatar, if I just had my mama, and I was boring as hell, and I had no personality, I wouldn't get people would not be here. You guys would not be here if all I had was a pretty model and I was boring. Having a pretty model only gets a foot in the door. The only way VTubers are able to keep people in their streams is to be personable, to be entertaining, and to make things fun so people are enjoying themselves, not just sit here and look attractive. And because of that, VTubers are getting more and more popular. VTubers have been amongst some of the top watched streamers on Twitch. VTubers have continuously been in the top rankings of top watched streamers. And the face cam streamers, particularly the LA streamers, hate that. Because that means we're taking their viewers away from them because their viewers actually want to be entertained and not just look at a pretty face. That's why they hate VTubers so much. Basically.
It's okay to think that people are cringe for crashing out over these awards, but at the same time, I think it's very reasonable to look at the award ceremony itself and look at the people involved and say, wow, they do not have the best interests of VTubers at heart. And overall, the reaction to this has been interesting. A lot of VTubers who are praising the Burnt Peanut despite his dissatisfaction with the VTubing scene in general, and they're doing their best to
I think I can answer that. People have an issue with how other people stream. Jealousy is one, money is the other. They're pissed that VTubers are getting more of an audience and therefore they're making more money. They're taking money out of their pockets. Basically. That's why they take issue with it. Because they're not doing because they're losing their pedestal. Once upon a time, the pretty facecam LA streamers were like at the peak. They were insanely popular. They were up on this pedestal. Then VTubers came along and people went, whoa, okay, I get a cute anime girl, but more than that, they're incredibly entertaining and fun and welcoming and personable, and I'm having a great time. I'm going to go watch them instead of these facecam streamers that rely upon solely on their looks. And the LA streamers like, well, the LA streamers are basically going, well, that's not right. You should be on the face cam because that's how streaming works, and because that's what's made us money, and you're taking our audiences away, and that's basically why they have issue. It's the same thing, just wrapped up in a different package from what I said earlier. That's the ever loving reason why the face cam streamers hate the VTubers. Jealousy that VTubers are more fun and more personable than they are, and VTubers don't strictly rely upon their looks. That's it.
dissatisfaction with the VTubing scene in general, and they're doing their best to simp for him and his communities. Meanwhile, those communities probably hate them intrinsically because they are a VTuber. Basically, what I'm saying is there are some people that are being a little bit too gullible and naive, and they're cloud chasing. You know who I'm talking about. That's right.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Burnt Peanut would hit back at VTubers because apparently he's on the defensive right now. So in case you're confused as to whether or not this guy dislikes VTubers or the VTubing culture, he makes it very clear in this clip right here.
Hey man, how do you feel about your chat and fan base being nothing but disgusting towards Iron Mouse after she defended you publicly?
No, good sir. No. No. You see that? That's a VTuber right there. Listen up, 40-year-old man in a 15-year-old anime 2D VTubing suit. Listen up. Listen real close. Real close. It is not my community.
What it is. And that this is where it is. He's trying to pretend like, oh, I would never do that. It's not my community, except it is. It's your community, and it's your adjacent communities that are doing this. It's because of Peanut, and it's because of the likes of Shroud, and it's because of the likes of XQC. So yes, it is your community, Peanut. You're trying to play stupid and go, oh no, it's not my community. Yet at no point have we heard Peanut say, don't go after anybody. We have not heard him give even the most basic lip service to say, don't go after someone when first hearing about this. He's just getting this cocky ass attitude like his shit don't stink, and oh no, it's that, it's not my community, after just saying it's a 40-year-old in a 15-year-old's body, a 4-year-old, like whatever, in a 15-year-old's body. After insulting VTubers, he's gonna say, oh no, it's not my community. Yes, it is your community, you cock gobbler. Like, the welcoming is gone. The welcoming is gone, and Peanut, you're just an asshole. You're literally just an asshole that's trying to ride on this for some popularity.
Peanut, you said that it wasn't your community that is sending Iron Mouse threats. The lie detector fucking exploded.
What he's trying to do, what Peanut is trying to do, is he's trying to ride on this wave of negativity to try and boost himself. Because I don't know if you guys have seen the charts, Peanut did not get popular until the Streamer Awards. Have you guys seen the stream charts for Peanut prior to the Streamer Awards? Hang on, I'm going to show you something. Give me a second. Let me find it in my history real quick. I want to show you guys something really quick. To show, basically, he's trying to ride this out to gain himself some popularity. Where is it? There we go. Twitch tracker. That's what I'm looking for. All right. There has been some theories as of late. Regarding Peanut and how he gained so much popularity. I'm going to show you something, chat. All right? I'm going to show you something. This is why I think he's trying to ride out this wave of hatred. This is Twitch tracker for Peanut. Okay? This is Twitch tracker for him for the last 6 months. Back in April, I'm guessing when he started, because he had 0 followers back in April. Alright? He had 6 viewers back in April, like 6-7 months ago. Average viewership was basically single digits for months. Okay? Sorry, I misspoke. Back in May of 2022. My apologies, I misspoke. May of 2022 is when he started. And all the way until January of last year, he was in single digits. So for 2 years, he was in single digits. All right, now we're starting to see a little bit of an increase. All right, and we're looking at average viewers. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at average viewers. We're seeing a little bit of an increase. We're seeing it go up a little bit. And then right here around September, when the VTuber Awards happened, boom, skyrocketed. Absolutely skyrocketed after the announcement of the VTuber Awards. When he basically called for the brigade to get him nominated. And it skyrocketed. And even before then, look at how much of an increase he's received. Okay, we're starting here with single digits back in January of 2024. And then all of a sudden, he's getting 1,000 viewers in 1 year. In 1 year, he went from single-digit views to 1,000. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. You're right. I am blocking the graph. Like, single-digit viewers as of January. And then in 1 year, all of a sudden, he's at 2,600. Yeah, the suspicion, I don't know this for fact, so I'm not going to say definitively. I am not going to say definitively about this. There is suspicion that he basically got planted and got bought it. Or he got a bot. That is the suspicion. I have no evidence to support this, so I'm not going to make an accusation. But notice, right here, when it was announced for the nominees for the Streamer Awards, all of a sudden, he fucking skyrocketed. All of a sudden, with the Streamer Awards, he fucking skyrocketed. Very interesting. Very interesting, huh? So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the whole thing with that he's like forming this hatred. No, it doesn't look organic in the slightest. There have been many people that basically said he bought into his success. And now what he's trying to do now is he's trying to ride the hate train and try and retain the viewership. Because now that the Streamer Awards are over, his viewership is going to drop off. And so he's trying to ride that hate train to he's basically trying to cultivate that anti-VTuber hate to maintain a community for once everything with the Streamer Awards dies off and people are like, oh, I don't have my hate, the Streamer Awards is done, the drama is over with. Now I realize this guy's actually boring. And so I don't want to watch him anymore. So he's trying to ride the hate train to keep the angry people in his stream as watchers by continually dunking on VTubers, and he's trying to cultivate the anti-VTuber hatred to maintain his numbers. That's pretty much what I think he's trying to do. That's why he's been going headfirst in, why he's getting this attitude of fuck you to all the VTubers, is he's trying to cultivate that hate into views.
Say anything bad to Iron Mouse. Maybe here, there, maybe some light comments, but I've heard she's been getting death threats. I've heard people have been saying disgusting things, and let me tell you who that is. That's not the fun-loving bungulator sitting back on his couch watching the stream for a couple hours of work. You know who that is? Take a quick guess. Guess which community that is. It's the community that can't handle that she congratulated us for winning.
Haha, another joke about VTubers being 40-year-old men cosplaying as 15-year-old anime girls. How original. I'm so glad that some of the biggest faces in VTubing are trying to simp and appease these communities that absolutely...
What he's trying to do is he's trying to be Trump. That's what Peanut is doing. He's trying to be Trump. He's trying to emulate that attitude and that style of voice. And that's the kind of people that he's cultivating. That's basically it.
Simp and appease these communities that absolutely hate them. Now, here's one of the responses to that tweet I just shared, where this person said, no, this is entirely deserved. The VTuber community has been such an awful place for so long, especially on here. Someone needs to tell you how it is sometimes, especially when people like Rev and Nux exist.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of stream, My tweet, I tagged Rev and Hirohei in my tweet, that blew up. I swear to God, there were so many people responding to that little subtweet because I didn't put it in the main tweet. I basically I made my main tweet and then I realized, oh, I should have probably tagged Rev and Hero in this. And I basically responded to my own tweet. I said, hey, Rev, Hero, here's some fun for you. And there was like, that subtweet got inundated with people losing their fucking minds because I tagged in Rev and Hero, calling them Hitler 1 and Hitler 2. I had people literally saying in that tweet, I was all in with you and nodding along with you until you tagged in Rev and Hero. That's how brain-deadly stupid these people are. That they'll read what I said in the main tweet and agree with me that what I'm saying makes sense and is right. But because I tagged 2 news VTubers in my tweet, all of a sudden, my opinion is invalid. Because I tagged 2 news VTubers. That's how brain-rottedly stupid these people are. And there was like over 100 responses to this that are all basically calling Rev and Hero Hitler and Nazis and, oh, I unliked your tweet so fast because you tagged Rev. Like, I didn't even say anything like positive. I didn't say like Rev was right or anything like that. I just said, hey, Hero and Rev, you guys might have fun with this one. And that's it. And people are like, have to announce, like, dudes, guys, this isn't the fucking airport. You don't need to announce that you're unliking my tweet. Not that I give a shit. And they're like, oh, I unlicked your tweet because of this. Or I was agreeing with you and then you mentioned Rev and Hero and, oh, I just can't abide by that. Like, please feel free to tell me that you don't have your own mind without telling me that you do not have your own mind and can't think for yourself. Literally everyone in that tweet that crashed out at me and said, I unliked your tweet because of this, or I was agreeing with you until you said this. You literally just broadcast that you cannot think for yourself. Because you started to think for yourself by reading my tweet and going, yeah, I actually kind of agree with that. But the mere mention of Rev or Hero was all of a sudden, oh, you mentioned that. No, I have to follow the mind virus and disagree with you and hate this because of the mind virus. I can't think for myself now that you've mentioned Rev and Hero. Like, seriously, everyone in that subtweet that did that, you are broken zombies that can't think for your fucking self. You just proved that you do not have any unique thoughts to yourself. That you are not capable of thinking for yourself and you have to follow along like good little puppies. That's all that proved. It proved that at least like 128 or 130 people cannot think for themselves. That they're brainless idiots. Bravo! Bravo on that.
Wow. Let's check out their account. Goodness gracious. And ladies and gentlemen, I better not mess up this take because...
Wait. So, this person hates VTubers. This person says the VTubing community has been such an awful place. When VTubers are more accepting of LGBT individuals than literally any other community in streaming. The VTubing community is more welcoming of everybody than any other streaming community, especially the LA streamers. And this person, holy fuck, they don't like. Okay, because I'm sorry, they literally threw this person literally threw every fucking pronoun at the book. M to F refers to male to female transgender gore. So this person is 22, is male to female transgender, but literally is throwing like 3/4 of the pronouns at the wall. And this person is going to attack one of the most welcoming communities on Twitch. Again, the fucking mind virus. What's so funny is the people that she is supporting by going anti-VTuber are the ones that literally want to kill this person. That's the crazy part. This person is standing with the anti-VTubers, and those people that are anti-VTubers literally do not want this person to exist because they are trans and because they are non-binary. Like, how fucking brain-rotted do you have to be? They literally want those people literally want to see this person not exist anymore. And they're going to stand right along with him going, yeah, fuck VTubers. How stupid are you? Like, this is a combo platter of mind viruses. This is not only the woke mind virus, but it's also, like, the LA streamer mind virus. It's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen. You're an idiot.
Gracious. And ladies and gentlemen, I better not mess up this take because we only got one shot at this. Let's reload their page. Got him! Yep. We took the trash out, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, Iron Mouse would have a...
What did they get suspended for? What the hell did they get suspended for? Well, maybe Altasu's nothing in that tweet, so God, I wonder why. Huh.
Response to some of the backlash involving the streamer wars. Now, she has taken some issue with some questions that were asked of her from the streamers Rakai and Ray, who are both minors, by the way. So I'm going to show the clip in question where they're asking her what she looks like in real life.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, it just hit me. What I was talking about earlier, why Mousy would have been so nervous and uncomfortable. She was uncomfortable because she knows their content and they're minors and they were going to come up, they were going to walk up to her. Maybe she wasn't comfortable interacting with minors. Fuck, I just remembered that they're both minors about this. That would make perfect fucking sense if she was uncomfortable and shaking when two fucking minors are walking up to her in an adult space and she has to engage with them. Because right now, it could, like, Zep, I think it's a combo platter. I think it's a combo platter of what I said earlier about how their behavior. Because think about it, it's like their behavior, especially when Ray was like, "What do you look like?" But they're also minors. So depending on her interactions with them, she probably also realized that depending on how people take her interactions, they might start labeling her as a PDF or a groomer, because that's a real hot button thing for people to do these days. People will label VTubers as PDFs and groomers at the drop of a fucking hat with zero evidence to support it. So, and given how they were behaving, it might have been a combination of they were behaving very aggressively towards her, and it's a supposition, Zep. It's a supposition because I just realized what the ages of these two guys are, and when you take both into account, it makes sense why she would be so uncomfortable to the point that she was maybe shaking, because like accusations of like of being a PDF or a groomer can destroy you. And with Mousy being such a massive figure, it can affect her even harder because she is such a well-known figure, and then people start slinging around accusations of a PDF based upon her interaction with these two minor gentlemen. It makes sense why she might be nervous in conjunction with the other stuff I talked about before, about how like aggressively they came to her, how they were speaking to her and things like that. Maybe that's why she was so incredibly nervous.
And then I'm going to show Iron Mouse's response where she believes that, well, their questions made her feel uncomfortable.
Oh, is that that's Iron Mouse. Oh! What's the word? Oh, what's the word? Hey,
Iron Mouse!
How you doing? Post me? Oh, wait.
Yeah, cause she was like, they came in all that aggressive. Did you hear how she responded? A very demure hello, and they just kept being like hyper aggressive. May not be like they were like really hyped up, and they were very like assertive or something. But they like notice the difference between those two with the initial interaction. They were just like screaming at her, and she was just, and her response was hello.
How you doing? Post me? Oh, wait.
What?
Where you at?
I'm at my house.
Oh, okay. Iron Mouse, you are a legend.
Yo!
Thank you.
What's up?
What's up?
Wait, quick question. Name, I don't feel me.
Yeah, no questions out of you today.
Yeah.
No questions out of you.
Yeah.
Ask me anything you want.
Okay, bet.
Okay, I got a question.
How you looking
there,
real life?
Revan?
Whoa. Out of
I don't look
everything?
in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
You're right.
I also saw a tweet about me talking to.
Was he? I didn't see him next to her. Hang on. Oh yeah, there he is. You're right. I'm sorry, you're right. Connor was right there. Yeah, I am a little surprised that Connor didn't jump in. I am a bit surprised Connor didn't jump in a little bit there and kind of go like, hey guys, dial it down or something. Like, yeah, they're acting like kids because they are kids. That's the thing. They are kids. They're like, what, 15, I think? I think they were like something like 13 or 15. And so, yeah, they're acting like kids, which means the adults need to take control when they're acting like crazy lunatics like this and dial it and tell them, guys, dial it down. It's great that you're excited, but bring it down a few notches.
To Rakai and Ray. And a lot of people were saying that I'm basically trying to appeal to people, appease people, fit in with people, that I'm trying to, I'm bending over backwards for people, which that is so untrue. You have no idea. You have no idea what I went through in that moment. So let me explain to you.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Rob, and we're walking, getting ready to go to our seats, and I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%, I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking because I already knew that I was going to get asked something terrible.
How is this going, you ask?
Yes, there it is. And that's what people are ignoring. She got uncomfortable and was shaking because she knew she was going to be asked something terrible. Meaning she probably knew their content already, knew how they behaved, and knew that they were going to ask something inappropriate. And so a perfectly legit response, especially when they're minors. Especially when they're minors, she knew that they were going to ask something terrible, and they're minors, so like it could come back on her terribly. Well, yeah, Tanashi, it's like, yeah, he said he wasn't going to ask and she had an out, but she was trying to be personable. She was trying to be polite and personable and like not like, I'm trying to be friendly. Because in social situations, someone's like, oh, I want to ask you something. Oh, no, I probably shouldn't. And then they say like, you can ask me anything you want, but there's still an understanding of like, you don't ask like intensely personal questions like that can be used to dox someone or that can basically, put that person in a bad light. I know it's not, but this is Mousy. she's very sweet. She tries to be like open, this is Mousy. She doesn't like turning anyone away. I know. But it's not that simple. Again, this is the same thing that the same parallel I drew of this is the same parallel I drew of a woman in a club that gets approached by like a drunk, overly aggressive guy that starts hitting on her, and because she doesn't want to make a scene, she's like, okay, yeah, Atashi, in that case, that's on the people that were there. That was on the people that were there. My suspicion is Mousy said Mousy responded with, you can ask me anything you want, is because I'm thinking she was flustered. That's my suspicion. She was flustered. She didn't want it to seem like she was being standoffish or anything, and she was probably like mentally scrambling, and that's why she responded with, you can ask me anything you want. It's because she just she didn't know how to handle the situation, and her team unfortunately failed her on this. Her team didn't recognize, we need to get some distance here. And that's, yeah. Like, I get what they're saying. Like, she had the out when he said, I shouldn't ask. And she said, oh, you can ask me anything. But at the same time, I don't think she quite realized what she was saying by saying, oh, you can ask me anything when she did that. Because she said she was already intensely uncomfortable and shaking when they walked up, so she probably wasn't in a great frame of mind and was just trying to get through the encounter. So that's just my feeling. I'm not saying she's incompetent, Gore. I'm saying she's fucking human. I'm saying she's human, that she was put into a situation where she got uncomfortable and probably maybe even a little bit scared, and she reacted in the way that any human being would do, is she just tried to get through it. And like said, when she said, you can ask me anything you want, it's probably just her way of just trying to get through everything without pushing someone else away and saying, okay, yeah, well, great, okay, we gotta go, and like looking like a jerk. She was trying to be nice. She was scared and nervous, and she was trying to continue to be nice. And unfortunately now it's like biting her, and like her people is, I know she's not helpless, but look, I've floundered too. Okay, when I'm on stream, I have floundered myself. I know what that feels like to basically like want to like, when you're engaged in something and you're floundering and you're not sure what to say, and you just kind of like try to keep talking because you're nervous or you're afraid. And it's sometimes you say things that you don't intend to say to continue things going. I know I'm like really coming to Mousy's defense on this, but it's just like, I know what the feeling is like to be put into a situation where you're uncomfortable, you're nervous, you're maybe even afraid in a social situation, and you're just trying to get through it, and you sometimes say things that maybe you don't actually mean, but you're just trying to get through it and end the conversation. Maybe I'm trying to speak for her too much. I probably am. I think maybe I'm trying to stand up for Mousy because maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. It's just, I know what it's like to be incredibly socially awkward. I know what it's like to not know how to handle social situations. And maybe maybe I'm putting myself into her position with what happened and thinking about how I would be feeling. Like I would be incredibly awkward in this kind of scenario. And Yeah, okay. I'm getting I am getting too close to this. I'll move on. I'll move on. We'll agree to disagree on on some of this, and we'll just keep going.
Not well. In fact, there are many viral tweets mocking Iron Mouse, comparing her to an iPad, comparing her to a computer, acting like she's not a real person, and they are absolutely dunking on her. Basically saying if she was uncomfortable, she could have just turned off her PC.
While she's streaming live. What? Yeah, she could have turned... Okay, this is what pisses me off. This response. Why didn't you just turn off your PC? Why didn't you just turn off the iPad? She's streaming fucking live where she's a guest at the Streamer Awards, and they're telling her, turn off your PC. That is an ass fucking take. Every fucking one of these people, they're saying, you should have just turned off the iPad, you should have just turned off the computer, is a completely retarded fucking take. When you're talking about a VTuber who is streaming live and is a goddamn guest at the awards show. That is an absolutely ass fucking take and is completely retarded and brain dead thought process.
This will be me. Okay? Harsh, I should say. But these are the communities that Iron Mouse was trying to appease over the past couple of days. And look how much grace they have for her. She says she's uncomfortable with a line of questioning from these streamers, and guess what? People immediately dehumanize her. But anyways, here's an example of one of those people, XQC, who's been very mad about VTubers for a very long time. He used this opportunity to take shots at Iron Mouse.
It is not my community.
Let's be honest.
Here we go.
Most VTubers use VTubing as an excuse not show themselves because they are fucking disgusting. I'm not being weird, I'm not discriminating.
Yeah. I hate that. I'm not being weird and I'm not discriminating, but most VTubers are disgusting. Fuck you, dude. Sincerely, fuck you with that bullshit. You just lied. You hypocritical asshat. Keep molding, bitch. See, that's the whole thing. XQC's molding right now. He hates VTubers because VTubers can kick his ass in the one thing that he tries to claim dominance over, and that's gaming. Gaming is the one thing that XQC really had, and VTubers kicked his ass, both in Marvel Rivals, and I've also heard that VTubers kicked his ass royally, and he cried about it on stream at an old Elden Rings tournament. Yeah, Doki crushed his ego with Marvel Rivals, and I forget who the VTubers were, but a couple years previously, he was in an Elden Ring tournament, and a VTuber kicked his fucking ass. And he cried about it on stream.
Vast majority of VTubers would love to be on camera, but they're fucking disgusting. And that's okay. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. But it's come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on, Cheta. Hold on, Cheta. Oh, the Vito's disgusting, bro. This is you. Stop calling people disgusting because they have an anime avatar, dude. Relax, okay? And also, good point here. Do not forget that XQC and Shroud, as some of the biggest people going after VTubers, especially during the burnt peanut fiasco.
It's me!
They are mad at VTubers because they got mogged by a VTuber. In fact, Dokibird absolutely dog-walked them in a tournament. Yes. Do not forget this. XQC and Shroud are seething over Dokibird to this day. Whenever they see a VTuber, they literally have Vietnam flashbacks of the time they got absolutely dog-walked by a VTuber in a game. I believe it was Marvel Rivals, right? Okay. But anyways, yeah, people are really going the extra distance to say that Iron Mouse is a cartoon, that she's not a real person. Some more clips where this dude saying, WTF am I even watching right now? You can sit here and hate farming these N-words for asking what you look like. This is crazy. There's no way she's serious. And here's another one saying, this is the same exact kind of racism that has gotten black people killed by mobs through...
Okay, Jarrett. Not you, Stray Garrett. I'm talking about the Twitter user here. Of fucking course, they're gonna make the goddamn leap to racism. Of fucking course. So, yeah, okay, it's opinion immediately discounted. Your opinion is immediately discounted for making this leap. This is someone that is this is attention seeking. Flat out, this is attention seeking and forming on this hatred. They are a victim of the woke mind virus, the SJA mind virus, and they are just my mommy and daddy didn't give me attention, so I need attention from Twitter. You fucking child. This is retard behavior right here. Making this leap to racism. You, sir, are a fucking retard. End of discussion.
Through exaggerating an event and pretending like they were the victim of something when they weren't, and I'm not even kidding.
It's an attention-seeking
Here's another tweet
retard.
just like that one, saying she was at home in her gaming chair shaking because of a normal human interaction with a 17-year-old kid. This gotta be racially motivated.
Okay, so another attention-seeking retard, opinion immediately discounted. Moving on.
Well, here's the response from the guy who was asking the questions. Yeah, it gets worse.
Yo, my Iron Mouse, I still apologize for making you uncomfortable. At the end of the day, I hope you're doing good at your home, and I hope you getting better, okay? Everything is straight positive. Iron Mouth, we like you. You're cool. You're a cool person, and I just hope next time you stream, just be. Yeah, let me calm down. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, bro. At the end of the day, it's still love, bro. The streaming world is still love, bro. But next time, I don't want to see you, okay?
That's bitch cope. That's bitch cope right there. No, I don't think he's Japanese. I believe he's Chinese. He's Chinese, because the other video that we watched where he crashes the fuck out was him speaking in Mandarin. He's Chinese, chat. He's natively Chinese. He has a thick accent. So that's all it is. Basically, he was trying to say like, "Oh, Iron Mouse, I hope you like," instead of simply saying, "Yo, Mouse, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable. I didn't intend to it. You have my apologies if that's what the case," and done. He couldn't even be asked to do that. No, he had to go on and on and on, all good, but next time I don't ever want to see you again. He had to fucking throw that in there at the end. He just had to throw that in there. I never want to see you again. Like she's the bad. He literally is trying to turn her into the bad guy. And he made her uncomfortable. And instead of just simply going, that was never my intention. I'm sorry that I made you feel uncomfortable. I did not want to. I did not intend. I had no intention of doing that. I was excited to see you. My apologies if I made you feel uncomfortable. And that's it. That's literally all I had to say. And then he had to throw on that tag at the end to try and make Iron Mouse look like the bad guy. Like, you fucked up the end game, dude. You were already, like, rambling on a bit with this, and then, like, you kind of, like, half-ass apologize there. There was a bit of a half-ass apologize. And then you completely fucked up the end game.
I don't want to see you again. This is all I gotta say, bro. Whoever clip, there's no more. Please send no more clips of Iron Mouse in my chat, and I will not react to anything Iron Mouse, and I will not watch an Iron Mouse stream. I will not react to anything clip, any Iron Mouse clip.
Yeah. He's trying to make her the bad guy. He's trying to say Iron Mouse is like he was saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, but you're a bad guy and I never want to hear about you again. I never want to see a clip for you again. I want to have nothing to do with you again cuz you're a horrible person." No. None of that. None of that. You know who I'm talking to. You're not going to make fun of his accent. He's Chinese. English may be a second language. He has an accent. None of that. I won't tolerate that at all. At all. It's okay. It's just there's plenty of things we can criticize him about without taking the step of his accent, which he probably has no control over because he's probably lived in China all his life, came over to the States, and that sticks around. That happens with every immigrant. There's zero reason to make fun of it. Okay? Because he already torpedoed himself acting like Iron Mouse is a bad guy of some sort. Like, this is it right there. He's trying to turn this around so he doesn't look like a bad guy. Unfortunately, he did the exact opposite by doing this. And now he looks like a scumbag that is trying to farm off of Mousie's feelings to try and make him build himself up to make it look like he wasn't just like an immature idiot during the encounter.
I mean, I just did, but after the whole shitload, I will not react to any clip of Iron Mouse. And I'll be, oh, shout out to you, Iron Mouse. You're a very cool person, bro. And I apologize for making you uncomfortable. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, my point in this video is very simple. I know it might be harsh, but trying to play nice with these people, these quote-unquote normies and their communities, it never works out. In fact, these people despise you as a VTuber, and no matter what you do, they think less of you. They don't even think you're a person at this point.
No, they don't.
So
you're not human if you're a
VTuber. Have boundaries and don't try to appease communities that hate you. That's it. That is my takeaway point from today's video. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is not going to be the last of this, and my biggest concern is we're only getting started. That's my biggest fear right now is we are only getting started with the war on VTubers. Buckle up, chat. I think we're going to be in a bumpy ride.